we just got asked how many rods we bring on an average trip. I'll say for me, if it's on my boat, I bring 6 rods. If I'm a guest on a boat, I bring 4. The reason I bring 6 on my boat is because I don't want to retie because I'm also running the boat. So that time when you would retie your rod, I'm doing something. But if I were to go, when I go on someone else's boat, it's 4, if there's room for it.
Jeremy?
I'm usually 3 to 4, fishing the bay. I always have a spinning rod, and then usually like a full-length deep crank rod. And then sometimes a swim bait rod that I'll throw an A-rig on, or bigger swim baits if we're doing that kind of stuff. And then some kind of like a medium action crank rod or medium jig rod. It's usually 3 or 4. Any given time, usually 2 rods or maybe 3 are crank rods, admittedly.
What about you, Shannon?
If I'm boat fishing, it's up to 4, right? Like if I don't have a good enough plan that I can get it done with 4 rods, I should probably go ride my bike. Sure. A little more specific, like I kind of know what I'm getting into, and I'll bring 1 rod. Like I don't have any rod in the backpack. I don't like to. Yeah, Phil, I have a magic wand. Yeah, I like to have a plan, right? Like if I'm gonna go fish a crankbait from the bank, I tied right. I know the right time of day to do it. I don't need to have a backup plan. Just one rod. Like if I'm gonna go fish, any plan that I got, right? Like I'm gonna focus this for the day because I know it's gonna work. That's not easy, right? Like
it's
you have to, a couple seasons you can play that game, but
something I saw someone talk about retying up there. I love fishing the snap. I know the snap is loved or hated.
I'm a snap.
And
well, I started being a snap. I wasn't a snap before.
But I was going to say, so Decoy makes a cool snap called a W snap. And as far as I know, and it's kind of got a weird, I think I have one. Let me grab one. It's kind of a weird shape, so it's not the kind of ideal rounded snap eye you would think you would want for a crankbait. But I fish it and have a lot of confidence with it because if it were to theoretically fail, like most snaps, if they fail, they open up and you lose your bait, whatever. The W snap folds in on itself. So when it fails, it kind of closes in on itself and you have to cut it off. But it's not like a normal snap that'll open up and lose your bait and your fish. So this is that. Can you guys see that? These are the W snaps.
There we go. Jeremy, easier to get eye of the crankbait than it is with the egg snap.
Say that again?
Is it easier to thread those into the eye of a crankbait?
Yeah. And they work on both sides. I don't know if you guys can see this. So you can put a bait on either side and then tie on the other, and they're super easy to do with your thumb. They don't eat away your thumb like a lot of the cranks do. And they're so strong for their size, like a size 2, which is what I'm fishing on most of my baits, is less than a centimeter long, and it's I think right to like 60 pounds, something crazy. So
when this is over, send me a link and I'll post the link to those if anybody wants to get those.